birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, yeah. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. Yeah. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. I got the in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happen when you give it a fake life and then the aping. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, yeah. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, yeah. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 60 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 1st quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Manning now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop? It would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield, here's Manning. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Manning. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And some room to roam now. And they're able to
get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and, boy, they were successful.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and short.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Two 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Manning now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, This is going to be the result every time.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Manning. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Throwing now is Manning. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Manning going to come up on 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They go back to the ground now with Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Into the red zone now. Manning. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham from 3 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A first down throw for Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Cousins on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 20. Three-yard line. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Manning to throw on 2nd down. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Now Manning. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Sherrills. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Okay, we got four. We got four. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Two. The hook.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
Cousins now. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
Yellow. The hook.
From the red zone now, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They get it to him running left. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. This is 3rd and goal, and this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working from the gun, Manning. And they can't bring him down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Over the middle of the backfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Manning, gotta have this one. He finds Beckham, complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Manning now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Manning. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Manning. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Sheldon Richardson never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. On play action. Now Manning. And this is going to be incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And he's got room. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Throwing here, Cousins. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-7. That's fielded in the end zone. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 23 yards on the play. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Manning. And And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a third down. Now Manning on the bootleg. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Manning now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Manning. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing is Manning. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Manning. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Vikings are going to win this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
A toss to Cook. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Same squad, same squad.